Okay, so there you go. I decided to try a new spoon today. Different reasons. I thought it was kind of funny, but I've been trying it for a couple of minutes. It's kind of hard to do this stuff. Sorry about that. Okay. It's kind of hard to do this stuff, but you don't get a good bite. And you definitely can't eat fast. So sometimes you're lucky you get a grain of rice. And other times you get like a whole chunk of stuff. This is just some of my Zatarain rice from the other day. I don't have the patience to sit here and eat each one, but I've been trying to. Sometimes you can shovel it. You can do that. But if you can sit there without the video going, and just, if you're lucky enough to get a grain of rice on there. It's the concept of a single chopstick, except it's a little wider. I think I'm going to have to go to the little bit wider one until I get some skills. And who knows, this might be the first and only time I ever do this. You get like, I can see where you can learn to be very patient. You get like one little piece of rice, one little smidgen. And I suppose, I've known for years that if you eat fast, it's not good for you to eat fast. It's actually better, I've heard years and years ago, to eat hot food or warm food and eat it slowly. Almost the concept of porridge. One time my jaw was out of place from banging my head on a rack or a shelf or something. We'll say in the garage or whatever. Anyways, it took a couple of days to figure out between the ears, nose, and throat guy, the doctor, and the chiropractor. Finally, the chiropractor found out my jaw was out of place. So basically, I could barely eat for, like, seriously, a couple of weeks. So basically, I could eat, I call it porridge. I was taking vegetables or potatoes, anything, blending them. So I would eat it slow and warm or hot. And that's about all I could eat. And I'll tell you, it's very filling to eat stuff that way, especially if it's healthy food. If you got some ground up vegetables and potatoes mixed together a little bit, and you're eating your meal slow and it's warm to hot food, it does fill you up longer. And you think I would have stuck with that. But no, after 3 weeks, I'm back to eating normal. That's already been a couple years ago. So I can see where, like, this is a good, look at that. I can see if you use a smaller spoon, somewhere we have a smaller spoon, I couldn't find it. All of a sudden I'm like, well, let's try this. It's something fun you try to do like when you were a kid or something. So let's try this. So I always thought it'd be cool to do chopsticks, and I don't have, I haven't really learned that. And, it's something that you can learn. But I like spoons. I said, well, let's try this little stick. I have the wider one. I'm like, well, let's go with the smaller one so I can learn some patience. Patience is virtue. But luckily it's sticky rice, otherwise it'd be falling off her. If it wasn't a sticky. And not all of it's sticky, so every time you go in there, I could see where if I had to eat every meal this way, well, first of all, I'd probably only be eating a couple meals a day because it takes so long to eat. But I could see, I could say it's the next step to getting healthy on the healthy train. Warm, small meals. I might have to eat 20 times a day to get enough food to sustain life. Because if you actually only use this, and you're going to take the concept of shoveling it, you definitely can learn some patience. But you also build some skill with it too. So, let's just chop this off as, chopsticks. Let's just chop this off as something fun to do. Now that was nice because there you could actually cut into it and it's like a, look at that. It's like eating an American portion. I can see that having potential. Of course, you scrape it against the side of the bowl. So, I can see where it's got some value and merit. Yeah, look, I've already, in a matter of a minute, I've already learned to cheat the system a little. Look at that big scoop. Obviously. So anyways, bon appetit. Bon appetit. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for a like, a share, a subscribe, and all the other fun stuff. Huzzah.